another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
Well, hello, my beautiful and gracefully super intelligent subscribers, and of course hi for the other puny humans too. This is a time when at last I'm restarting, or not restarting, but continuing the tale of Gomez Bagatella, or rather Gomez the Insignificant story in Skyrim, which has a little Star Wars maybe in it, but mainly it's a story about a really strange character. But first, let me share some tricks about this Skyrim thing. This is the Skyrim 64-bit version, the new one, special edition, and we have of Skyrim, whatever, they choose to have the 10-year anniversary just when I want to continue my story, so thanks to them, but they are threatening us with an update, which is, in the case of an ancient modpack like this, could be detrimental of the stability of the pack if I would let it auto update just like Steam does. I would have to search all the new versions of the mods, and a lot of mods were taken down from the Nexus mods because it has something controversial like drama when they try to force the mod makers to let their mods up on their page, because there is that Wabajack program which auto installs modpacks for you when you have a paying registration on the Nexus mods. But I don't want to say anything more about it. You could look around in the net about this, but the main thing is, if you are right clicking in Steam on Skyrim Special Edition, then you can set the update to when I start this program. Every game has this option, but in the case of Skyrim here, we not really starting this program by its own launcher, but by a little thing called SKSE, which provides the mod makers more possibilities to change the environment of Skyrim, and this is why my Skyrim will never update. So this is a useful trick. Another one, when I try to see if this modpack works, on this menu, the load menu, I had nothing. Why? Because my mod organizer 2 suddenly decided that it won't use anymore the instance directories I've set up, but sorry, I'm going out of a cold, so it decided that use the basic my games on drive C. And I didn't know why. I searched a lot by Google on the internet, but no solution really presented itself. So I just looked up their Discord. There was a really nice guy who take his time after going through all the have you tried to switch it off and on again things, just like in IT crowd or any IT field. We discovered that when he asked me to go into the mod organizer 2 and go into the settings, and on the rightmost tab I set the log level to debug, then I exited the mod organizer, entered into it, started the game, exited the game, then we don't know why it began to use the right directories, the instance dependent directories again. Then I just set it back to the recommended level Now we could play Skyrim, my modpack, and Gomez Bagatella story. I want to discuss more about my character and what is his backstory, but let's do that in game. So I will go here, choose Gomez Bagatella, and we are here. Let's load this. Alright, we are here at last. Let's go into an all-time recap now. So first the background, then maybe some overlook at the mods, and lastly the usual recounting what happened in the previous part of the video. So first thing, Mr. Bagatella. Story. So what we know about him as he told about us. Firstly, he seems to be a little mentally challenged and always talks like a child, almost like a child. Then he told us that when he was young, he was ridiculed because he was the smallest of the litter, as she said in his words. Then he has no self-confidence because of this, always frightened, always afraid that he will hurt somebody. In contrast to that, he is a 2.2 meters high barbarian who can easily survive in any forested region. Knows the plants, knows the animals. Also, he mentioned that he has a strange connection from birth to the dead and to the living. And as you could see, most of the animals and undead don't even attack him if not provoked. Plus, he was sent into Skyrim because he needed to recover an estate which was given to his family. Plus, he didn't seem to be fazed about collecting the flesh and hearts of intelligent races, sometimes even eating it. And he just got bitten and slowly becomes a vampire, but a strange kind of vampire, but because he needs still to sleep, eat, drink beside the blood requirement, and also sun doesn't burn him to ash. So I think this is a really strange character concept, and I have some ideas about it, especially considering that vampirism usually gives you regenerative abilities. So anything which might happen after or while he was born to this world, and any magical or other experimentations his family might have upon him, will be slowly disappearing. For example, the childish behavior and talk. Meanwhile, I will still uphold his accent and the thing that anything he says in English is sounding in the common tongue of Tamriel and Skyrim, and his own language is my own language. So anytime he's a little upset or just thinking to himself, lehetséges, hogy magyarul fog megszólalni. Because this is the language of the Khajiits. Természetesen elnézést kérek minden magyar nézőmtől, egyértelmű, hogy nem macskaféléknek tekintem a magyarokat, inkább hobbitoknak, tehát mi szeretünk pipázgatni, eszegetni, iszogatni, zenélni, táncolni, meg hogyha békén hagynak minket, mert hogyha valaki nagyon felmosszan, akkor mondjuk jól kiraboljuk, mint Frodo tette a... hogy is hívják? Sauronnal, vagy ahogy Bilbo tette a sárkánnyal, Smauggal. But this is enough for gadgets. Let's go to the next part. The mods. So I needed to go through some of my key bindings, either to remember them, how to use them, and my mouse was changed. In that 1.5 year we didn't play this save, so I just skimmed over them and rediscovered some of my choices. We can magnify what we look at, just like with a binocular. We have a time showing up on the upper left corner. We have achievements, then we get points from it and can spend it on special abilities. Nothing big happened here. I just spent it to plus 25% of stamina regen because he's a vampire, and he needs that because in the sunlight the vampire stamina regen was heavily stunted as I've set it up. Then we have this animations mod. Everything we do has a little time-consuming animations. I deactivated the looting and the journal opening, God knows why, but I'm really satisfied my previous choices, so no problem. We have new spells, the better vampires, which I consider the best. We have no mods about werewolves, because why a cat would like to be transformed to a dog. Campfire, which is a little camping and immersion mod. The main thing is that here we have these instincts, which I use essentially for his smelling ability as a Khajiit and as a vampire. CGO, I don't really know what is it. Oh, combat gameplay overhaul. This is a really good idea for a mod. Essentially, this just changes the animations so the upper and the lower body half can do independent things, which is resulting like I can attack while jumping and so on. Complete crafting is a crafting overhaul. They rebalanced all the components and things and smeltables and so. Deadly dragons make the dragons not really laughingly easy. So this is where I've set up the expert level. Just this game's overall level is expert, and the dragons are expert too. You could see the usual changes here. Because I like fun and immersion, so I usually in any game put those kinds of mod in. Overrated, this is highly overrated return. This is a knockout mod for the player, so I don't need always reload the saves because that breaks immersion. Rather, I get unconscious and either died or get to my senses in all other locations if some of my followers are alive. Dynamic things makes a lot more stuff interactable. That's why I could loot all the chests and barrels and those things. Ancient's Blood is just a visual effect mod. Follower Framework is a really good follower mod. The guy who made this just wrote that he used all the follower mods he could find, and then he wrote one which he was really satisfied and inserted all the missing stuff. Just like if you pay for a follower to follow you, then you need to pay him weekly, except if he begins to like you. This soul trap is a soul trap rebalance, so you won't get your game won't try to store a huge soul into a puny game and so on. Go to bed is an animation mode about going to sleep. Hunterborn is a thing when I didn't like that I could open animal carcasses just like a chest and put out things, so we could skin and process them just more like in real life, even as I removed the time to do that, because one skinning could result 4 hours going away in the game. Idle view menu is a lot of idle animations. This is what I use when you sit on the ground and such stuff. Immersive encounters rebalances all the encounters. Immersive HUD is a more sleek looking HUD, and I could deactivate it, but I wouldn't like to do that because I don't consider the HUD an immersion breaking, because all the senses you have in real life, that is shown on the HUD, so deal with it please. These are more diverse and more immersive racial powers, and it takes care of your drinking, sleeping and eating requirements with little icons on the lower right corner and sounds when your stomach is empty and percent like that. Less intrusive HUD is almost the same thing than immersive HUD. Most of the things auto deactivates when you are not using them. Master of Disguise it sounded a good idea. If you take faction armor, for example, you could look like that faction, but I just deactivated some features of it. If I find it, I could show it to you. Crime, yes, I deactivated Bandit, Dark Brotherhood and those kind of disguises because it resulted simple armor I was wearing and guards considered me bandit. More HUD, more of that HUD stuff. Oh yeah. Oh, this is just like GUI in Minecraft, so anything I look at in the game world, it gets a little description about what that item does. Night Predators is a tracking mode, so you need to, I am a vampire with this character, so I need to don't act suspicious, because if I get more and more suspicious, then NPCs will actually check and see that I'm a vampire. So I need to be careful. Notification log is just a little memory mode. It shows you the last things you were notified up here, but maybe you missed it, so I could look into here and see what was written on the screen which I've missed or passed on. Ordinator Perks is a full perk overhaul, and I think this is the best for Skyrim Special Edition, because for 32-byte Skyrim you can see what I've used in the previous videos on this list. Pups, well, yes, this is an important stuff. Yes, I think this is that basically I could pick up any books and I read them only if my hands are out. This is an immersion mode. I look at who is speaking. More nice looking water. This interface, sleep tight, that enemies will sleep at night if their race is a race which is sleeping at night, of course. Spell research is a complicated, diverse spell research mode, but spell learning is its smaller brother. If you get your hands on a spell book In vanilla Skyrim, you just read it and you know the spell instantly. Not here. Here you had to spend time before sleeping, auto-managed, reading the books, and I must make a list from the books I got, so next time there is a chance that I will learn octet or recital. The next one will be slower cloak, the next time will be stone flesh, and so on and so forth. So it's not an instant thing to learn a spell. You need to sleep, and because of I need, you need to sleep too. Spell research book. I think this is a book for spell research, but I need to be a greater mage to use it. And anyway, this character has an innate ability of spellcasting, which is about gathering magical energy from the world and the creatures and then putting it back. You could see in the previous parts how it goes, and that's why I have a ghost bow and a ghost sword too. More enchantments, sorry. This is a Radiant Quest setup mod. The game handles it more intelligibly. Path of Transcendence, I don't really know what it is, so it will be a surprise. Oh, this is the simplified mods when you can transform yourself rich. Okay? Timing is everything. This is a really good quest changing mod. For example, look at this. For the Dragonborn quest, can only happen after the Way of the Voice, and my minimum level needs to be 25, and cultist attack chance is 5%, not all the time, and all the other DLCs and other quests got this kind of intelligent limits. Tika Hitstop is just a little combat and graphical animation mod. When you hit somebody with a sword, or with a weapon really, it just stops for a time when you really would have hit him, you know. Trade and barter. This makes trading harder. The rates and the prices will be changing. Ultimate combat. This one is about breaking a spellcaster with an arrow shot and things like that, staggering them. Violence is an animation mod, just the animations for combat, and Vicat combat is a bigger overhaul, but really fast and quick one, the fastest one I think which exists, or which existed when I searched for mods. This makes the combat a little bit like in Dark Souls, so you in vanilla you just stand before each other with your enemies and click away and see who has the more hit points and the better weapon and armor. Here all things are stamina dependent and you must dodge and things like that. Okay? And ye old MCM settings, I could simply save my MCM settings, and if I have if I want to restart this mod pack, then I can load the MCM settings. You know, I don't know if you know, but when you start a new game, you need to go through all the menus in here and set them up all the way you like them. This way I just load them up. And these are only the mods we can see here. Okay, now let's go to the last part, the in-character recounting what's happened. Hello, it was a long time we spoke with each other for you, because somehow my letters went away somewhere and the man apologized and tried to resend it to you, so I hope now this will reach you. Okay, what happened last time? I've just got frightened about dragons, you know, so the best thing I could think up is after wanting to go to the 7,000 steps to the people with grey beards, that there was a dragon, so I rather came to the Wizard University here, the college, and I thought that if I could cast greater spells, I could defend myself from dragons. And the first thing when I arrived here was a long and boring conversation with a nice madam who is really running the college, so the Archmage didn't have to spend his time on unimportant stuff like housekeeping and such. But at last I could sleep here, and then after practicing some little magic about the spell word, the old bearded guy who I like a lot because he is funny and intelligent, he told me that we need to go to an archaeological dig and look around. And when I was looking around there, I've just discovered an amulet, which when I took it closed me off. So I hit a wall, and there was a lot of nice undead people, and we went deeper and deeper into that place till we discovered a huge floating magical ball. And that is the thing which I need to warn the Archmage about, because they are staying there and keeping track of it and guarding it, not to being stolen, but I don't know really that how a 3-meter diameter huge metal magical ball could be stolen, but whatever. And by the way, in this town there lives a nice trader woman, and she gave me another dragon claw for 50 gold. So I think that's a win. So that is what happened in the previous letter of mine to you, and now we would see what would happen with us here. Thank you for listening to me, and let's go and do things about. It's funny. Sometimes my brain feels funny because I have thoughts like that now I am a vampire, then I'm not alive, then I'm just a thing, but a thing could say that I'm, or so I'm exist, or I'm just dreaming of existing, I don't know. That makes my brain feel funny. Oh, and we found this guy. Oh, now it reads Bajatela. Good. We found in the town that there lives the guy who lived before in my room. Good day, Vaktis. Could we talk about magic theory?
Of course.
Oh, I like when the ground creeper even knows about magic. And it's really early in the morning, so let's go about and see what other people are doing here. And I think we have new loading screens and of course the new metal music mod in the beginning menu. So I'm trying here that my character goes in these directions he discovers, so nothing is acted upon which is considered to be out of character knowledge. So I don't really know with this character a lot of things, you know. And essentially I just wanted to play with the game, which I load up, and it just loads in. And the loading times are short. Ouch!
Huh?
My pretty eyes hurt a bit in the sunlight. So there are a lot of guards, and where should I go? Come on, let me know. I discovered that I like to sing. Come on, let me know. Where's the archmage should I go? Oh, it's a new voice. Yes. Oh, I'm normal. That is a good thing. So, Hall of the Archmage. I need exactly that. Let's look around where he is. And I'm just trying out here a new college alteration mod, because the old one I used was a little bit strong. So, are you the Archmage?
What do you want, cat?
Oh, can we talk about magic theory?
Of course.
Thank you. That's what I like. In a magical university, I could talk with anyone about magic theory. Okay, so I consider myself a cheese vampire. Let's just drink and eat up before those peoples. Oh, and I got an achievement which I can spend points on. So what's in this direction? Hall of the Archmage. So I need to go up more. And what is this? History of Winterhold College. Let me try to read it. And this was just a save, this quick. So, the history by an orc. Oh, it's built on the another structure called Midden, so that is under us. It was grown with magic, so it prevented the destruction when the great collapse from the sea came. I'm a red cat. That was one thing why they ridiculed me home, because I like to read all the books I could get my little paws on. So this site have unique properties, and they banned necromancy. Why? Necromancy seems just a recycling of old parts. Well, I shouldn't mention it to them then. Oh, they rebuilt the Midden, but they couldn't, so it wasn't changed, only the building above it. Well, oh, perhaps the Archmage at that time decided to leave the Midden as a reminder of what the rule of power could do to man or a woman. So there is power down there. Maybe I will need that for against the dragons who just want to exclusively eat this poor gadget, me, Bagatella. What? There is a black hand down in the Midden. It's a statue. They tried to destroy it, wasn't succeeding. And there are stories people communicating with it, but either the communication failed or destroyed their mind or died. Last victims were 4 students who were incinerated on the spot. Maybe it's a hand of a dragon. There are 4 rings associated with the hand. They try to put in on the fingers. Oh, and they try to discard the rings on the bottom of the sea of ghosts, which the sea is called around here, but the rings appeared back in the college in strange locations. Alrighty. One more thing we know about this place. What's this? Upper walkway. No. I need to... Hello. Oh, I think she was the woman. I don't know really, because all the humans are looking the same for me. Or almost the same. Oh, wow. 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 It is a wonderful place. Look at this. So many books. How many things could I learn? Hello?
Huh?
Magic theory?
Of course.
Oh, of course. No. Oh, he has money? Well, this is a definite place I need to look up. Later? Maybe now. There is a lot of knowledge. I think I already read this book, as you can see by the little icon that is not readable. Ugly writing, I suppose. Fall from glory. Lost legends. I need to know legends. They said that I am a legend. I'm not stealing it, just reading it. Okay, is it about dragons? Records are disappearing because of the lot of wars here, but legends and folktales offer us a key to find the truths. Immortal, a pale lady who wanders the northern marshes seeking for her lost daughter. Maybe it's the Aumriel, the woman called, which is a mystical figure. And Ysgramor's heirs. Ysgramor was the big guy in Skyrim who came here. Just like in the case of Khajiit. Tudjátok, amikor Árpád apánk bejött a Verecke is szorosan álmos elődonkodta a suba töltöm. These were famous leaders of the Khajiit people. The Red Eagle, who was a rebel here. Empress Hestra. Okay, so this book was just a completion of a lot of legends. King Harald was murdered. And Galdur's 3 sons fled into the night with what? Oh, powerful wizard was Galdur. And after King Harald ordered him to be murdered, his sons fled. Do I have a talisman called Galdur? Fragment? Full Gunthur at the foot of solitude. There was one son, and then the king ordered every record erased about these wizard and sons. Interesting, but nothing is ever forgotten. Well, do I have that talisman? Let me see. And let me see what the amulets does, what I've made. Movement speed, guardian spirit, low light vision, Fire resistance. Can I wear this? No. It's either or. And I have a lot of... Yes! Galdur Amulet Fragment. Can I wear this? I think so. I have a collection of amulets and godly symbols. Sorry. Anyway, this was an idea. You know that thief character from the new Mummy film, and he was wearing all the religious symbols and prayed to every known god when he was in danger, so that is why my character has the same things. Okay, leather hood, armored circlet. I don't need poison immunity because I'm a secret vampire. So I have a lot of amulets, but no real magical stuff. And this is a better armor, but this makes all my light armor more effective, so that's why I'm wearing that. I see. And I think I need to drink some. Do I have some tea or I need to make more? Oh. Ah, mountain flower tea. That is it. Maybe later I will drink that. And I'm enlightened. Enlightened. Ethereum verse I read. Oh, Cats of Skyrim. The important stuff. Let me see. I'm really book dependent. Alrighty. Oh, it's about a guy who tried to look at all the cats in here in Skyrim. So saber cats and snowy saber cats. And their tooth gives stamina potions. Or monkey knife for smithing. That's interesting. I wouldn't say that their meat is tasteless. Maybe humans don't have as great taste buds than us Khajiit. I will learn about Dwemer, but now my focus should be on Khajiit and dragons, I think. Maybe let me see, can I sit down here? Okay, it's Janessa, so I can sit down, and let me see. I think I have some books on dragons. Oh, I'm writing a vampire journal. Sun is an itchy ball. My reputation goes up and my humanity is intact. I have no risk to be discovered. Good. And bloodstained on paper. Oh, this is when the guy who died there actually write it out arg. Just like he was dying. Okay. Practical jokes, absent members, elemental animation. These are my notes about my magic. Find pages. Oh, this is the mod when I could knock on the door and maybe they will let me in. Monetary measure thing. These are my notes. Spell siphoning, that is my magic. Strange letter which I don't need to open. Troll slaying. I thought we had a book on this Dragonborn. Oh yes, here it is. Let me see. This was written at the age of PS4 and Dragonborn. Okay, that's me. Probably. Order of Talos. Connection with the Covenant of Akatosh, who gave dragon blood abilities to humans. Okay. Oh, and it closed in Hydra and Daedra from directly interfering from Oblivion. I know about that already from my previous readings. And Dragonborn can learn dragon language quicker, and dragon language is essentially the thing. When you say something in dragon language, it happens. Dragons must be really careful to speak. That was funny that dragon. Oh, that's why that dragon. You know, in the Watchtower, he told me a lot of times that my defeat will be his glory. He tried to, using his words today, may become truth. Oh, what's this? When the misrule takes its place at 8 corners of the world, when the brass tower walks and time is reshaped, when the thrice blessed fail and the red tower trembles, when the dragonborn ruler roses his throne and the white tower falls, when the snow tower lies sundered, kingless, bleeding, the World Eater wakes and the wheel turns upon the last Dragonborn. I really hope I'm not the last Dragonborn then, because then the World Eater wakes, and it doesn't sound right and really safe. And I found this, the guardian of that big ball of metal and magic. Bound here, Yodlee, murderer, betrayer, condemned by crimes against the realm and lord. May your name and your deeds be forgotten forever, and the charm which you bear be sealed by our word. So there were criminals, and the big criminals were transformed to undead to guard different stuff. It sounds funny judgment. I don't think I would like to have the Khajiit's great crime lords transformed to undying beasts. These notes are really funny. Hello?
If you require assistance with summoning techniques, please.
Really? I would like.
If you would, please also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not need to be agitated.
Oh no, I won't summon anything in the city,
The
of
summoning
course.
of undead is even less advisable outside the college.
Oh, so you are open-minded to necromancy. Are there many conjurers outside the college?
Not within society, no. Many who practice within the school of conjuration do so on their own, secretly.
I see.
Thalion is the only one I know who is public about what he does.
Farion?
He was once my teacher here.
Oh.
Left the college years ago.
Interesting. So we have a name. Why he left?
He didn't like the Archmage. Hated dealing with him. Hated having to answer to him. Thalion said
He didn't
hated
like
what his place was
authority.
becoming, so he just left. Aaron found a note on his desk, and that was it. I understand he settled down in Hjalmarch, and his presence there caused something of a...
That is an area in here, I think. And you posted a notice about some missing apprentices.
Ah, that, yes. The group prior to yours has disappeared entirely.
Really?
It's possible that there was less than the necessary amount of oversight. That's still being looked into. But we've had no contact with them for quite some time now. Arniel wondered if perhaps they'd somehow managed to get themselves lost in the Outer Realms. But I think that's giving them too much credit.
Oh, Outer Realms? How long they be missing?
I hadn't really considered it in terms of time. I suppose it's been at least a month. Let me think. What were they working on? As I recall, Ysra was trying to improve flame cloak spells to better work in Skyrim's harsh environment. Elos Tai was practicing illusion spells. She was having trouble with the calm spells, I believe, but only ever worked with skeevers. And then there's Borvir and Rundi, twins, though they rarely agreed on anything.
Funny.
Those two boys were obsessed with mead, convinced they could concoct something to compete with Hunning Brew. Something about using frost magic to chill the mead for a certain period of time. I felt it was a waste, but the Archmage let them proceed.
Didn't sound something dangerous. Okay. And any word?
None. It's been long enough that, honestly, I don't expect to hear from them.
I see. Could you teach me about conjuration?
I'll teach you some of what I know, but be careful.
Yes. I hope I could learn it, but no, I couldn't. I'm a sad cat. But maybe... So, I think I would need Magicka. Definitely. And I have 2 packs to increase. What do I have here? Conjuration Mastery, Red King. Oh! Three skeevers when I go to fight. Mystic weapons. Soul trapping. Punishments. Branding the victim, which is halting regeneration of stamina. Interesting. Okay. These skills are too strong for me, I think. But let me see my usual stuff, not magic, but I use the one-handed one. Oh, that sounds alright. Archery, long shot. I see. Light armor mastery. Light armor fit. When I sprinting, unarmed attacks. Okay, sneak. Sneak is good. Spot detection, tripwire, demolition job, fog of 4. Okay. Lockpicking. Do I have anything is interesting here? I don't think so. I'm not interested in pickpocket or speech. Bribery. Performer for donation. Oh, and buying for cheaper. Alchemy, yeah. Physician. Poisoner. Yeah, this sounds good. Poisoner. Okay, advanced lab. And that's it. I don't really know what to learn. Maybe I should wait. Bone collection. Bone altars. Okay.
Excellent.
Thank you. So is the Archmage up here? I'm so quick. I like it. So, private collection. Where is the Archmage? Up there, I think. Alrighty. He must be up here. Southeast there. I hope I can find the Archmage. Such a big complicated place. Southeast there. Too much light for me. Northwest there. And this is a door. Archmage, yes, we are here. Hello, there is the Archmage. Okay, let's just close this and talk with him. May I sit down? He is reading. Oh, Imperial Report on Sartal. May I take a peek into that book, please, till you are reading? Okay, then I will. We have a written report. Oh, I think it's an older report. So, okay, this is an old folk tale of the humans about the first human city Sartal, which was robbed and destroyed by the elves. Then Yizgamor took it back with 500 companions. These archaeologists who wrote this book, consulted with other archaeologists, but they were lost in details like bathing habits and cooking habits. And he finds something amiss in this tale. I think he wasn't satisfied why the elves wanted to take this city, and he thinks that the elves already know the layout of the city and they wanted to get into a place with a single goal and not sacking the whole city. Interesting. Okay, so should we wait till he reads the book?
You are relatively new here, are you not? I have noticed you, but we have not spoken.
Indeed so. Not sir.
Sir? How quaint.
Oh.
I am Savos Arin, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite
Nice to meet you.
to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college.
I see.
Are we clear?
Of course, I'm Gomez Pagatela. Have you ever met with the Psychic Order?
Personally? No, not I. One of their number used to advise the Archmage when I was but an apprentice here. But that was a great many years ago, before all the members of the Order were called back to the Isle of Artaeum, and had disappeared entirely.
I see. I need to speak you about Sartar.
Please don't tell me that another one of the apprentices...
No.
I have enough to deal with right now.
Yes, that elf. We found something in Sartar and told it thinks it's important.
Very well. I trust that you wouldn't be here were it not significant.
Thank you for your confidence.
Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
My pleasure.
Tolfdir normally looks after your little group, yes?
He's a great
Since
mage.
he's apparently occupied,
Great tutor.
and I will need to see this discovery for myself, I think perhaps you should begin researching the subject.
Oh,
And good work. The next time you find yourself exploring Nordic ruins, perhaps this will be helpful.
I think so. Thank you for your wisdom. Okay, I won't keep him anymore. And I won't stay in your place, of course, because it's your place. I don't want to disturb you. Janessa, please come. Janessa. Where is Janessa? Come on. This is the Archmage's place. We need to go. He's an important man. Alright. He's a nice man. He didn't even call me just a cat. Secretly, we like being called a cat because cats obviously superior. How could in any other way they would
There are few
be
places
lazy
where one
so
can
much.
pursue my type of work without fear of persecution.
Indeed so. Can you teach me
I'll
conjuration
teach you
now?
some of what I know, but be careful.
I will be. Thank you for your tutoring. And goodbye. And you excuse me? I think I will learn how to speak with important people here. With style of a mage. Maybe at home they will look up to me. After this.
Very well. I've been trying to find you. I
Thank
just
you.
wanted to let you know that Ankano's been asking about you. I think he's looking for you.
Oh no. Why?
I'm not sure. Just, well, mind what you tell him. all right?
I will. What is the matter? What should I say to him?
Between the two of us, there are rumors about it. That this advisor position he has is a sham, an excuse.
Of course, he's a
That what
Talmor.
he's really doing is spying for the Thalmor, trying to feed them information.
I suspected
Whether
that
it's
much.
true, I can't say. But it
Yes,
never hurts to be a little suspicious, does it?
indeed so. Thanks for the warning.
You're welcome.
Oh, distraction magic? She's a distractor. Oh, and this Miria wanted me to steal your notes.
She what? Oh, I should have known she'd try it again.
Again?
Thanks for warning me. I'll see to it this is taken care of.
Very well, just pack it away. But why were you talking to me through the stone walls? Interesting. Do we have anything interesting, powerful here? No. These are just scrolls. Hearing somebody casting spells, but where? Where are they casting those spells? Maybe down here? Yes, indeed. Oh, can I watch? Hello?
Yes,
What are you doing?
of course.
And she told me. Oh, I'm hungry, thirsty and tired. Maybe I should do that. Let's just eat and drink something before them. So I will convince that I'm not a vampire. Some sweet chicken breast, goat cheese and some tea. Wonderful. Oh, and there is an enchanting table. This university is well prepared, I like it. Oh, Janessa brewed some healing potions. Okay, expert drops of illusion, I take you apart. And do I have anything more? I won't take them apart because I need them to be. Okay. We are getting better slowly. Oh, and Lydia can do alchemy too? Interesting. There are weights and ectoplasm and I could take it, but I really don't want to. What is this toolkit? Now I have it. I don't know what is it for. Maybe I could use it. Let me see, toolkit. What do we have here? And this is the new dragon claw I mentioned. What's that toolkit? Toolkit? I couldn't do anything with it, but it looks good for taking things apart and such. Good. Oh, and it's a cost. Hello? No, I don't like to be sparing. That's not my style. But let me see. Can I make something new? For example, create an item. Walking stick, turning rack, enchanting supplies. Okay. Good, I did something good. Anything else? The things which don't have an MCM settings menu could be managed from here, and for example Wildcat has both, so if you don't want to install MCM. Harvest wood, forage, mage light, lesser ward, prayer of sacrifice. Oh, archive. Oh, that's why I needed the amulets of archive. I see. It's a saving thing, I think. Yep. Reshape. Oh, this is the thing between flamethrower and fireball. Okay. Reverse. Scrimshaw. This is the other crafting skill I have. Good. So can I make something here? Oh, and I could make small bones from large ones. Okay. Decorative wall horn. Engraved bones. Flute. Jack bone ring. Lucky bone ring. Think I have mortar and pestle already. I need to check. Okay, let me see. Smooth bone ring and mortar and pestle. Do I have this? Yep. And the smooth bone ring. No. So I need the smooth bone ring to move silently. This is a tribal stuff I learned when I was little. Okay. Let me see now. There it is. What if I drop it? I hope I can pick it up again. Yes. And is it still a ring? Yes, sadly. Do I got anything down by wearing this? No. Cool. I just need to find a trader because I have a lot of uninteresting stuff on me. So, how can I get out of here? Activate door bar. Concerning the door to me then, let me see this. If you want to visit the Midden, it's your business. If you do, remember to lower the bar when you returned. Else we wind up with ice fritz in the Arcanum again. Oh, and it's the orc who wrote this book. And I will have the opportunity to learn how difficult it is to tow and dry ancient text to my satisfaction. Okay, I see what you mean here. I won't open the door then. Okay, I'm learning about this place. And there is Ankan also, let's close him in. I don't want to talk with him. And let us see, do we need to talk with him? No, we don't. Alrighty. We don't need to know about those things. Anybody inside here? No. Let's go out. Find this Mirabelle woman. She was the main woman who did this place. And I think it's an important thing, so I try to find her. But where? There is something. And am I hearing dragons? I'm hearing something funny. I smell nothing. And I don't see anything. And that is strange because this should be the magnification button. So please just let me fix that. Okay, no problem. I just set it to another key and I haven't remembered it, so this. Hey! And there is the dragon. Why the magnification won't work? No. Well, alright, then.